Right, morning boys and girls. What I wanted to show you now was I've made a modification to this piston ring tool, and what I've basically done, the edges that was protruding and catching on the corner of the piston, I've actually closed them down. I've still got the lip that goes around, but it's actually less than the thickness of the piston ring that I'm going to be working with. So it's never going to catch, because as long as the piston ring will clear the piston, the tool won't catch. What I've also done, I've made a slight modification. It's a little bit, rough, but it grips the piston ring better. I've actually cut a little recess into there, and I've bent the tangs around a little bit more. So and I've bent this top corner around a little bit more, and this one, so it actually grips the piston ring a bit better. So there's no, it's not catching anywhere then when it goes onto the piston and over the piston. So you don't even have to have it the right way up or wrong way up. It'll go on either way. So I'll just show you how it works for now. So you get your piston ring. You'll have to excuse it. I'm trying to get it all into the video. It's a bit difficult because I'm left-handed, and yeah. So we put the piston ring into the tool like so. Make sure it's seated right, and then, to be fair, you can give these piston rings quite a good stretch over. Now I'll just drop it on over the top of the piston. You can see it goes over quite easily, and I'll put it down into the third ring, which is that one there. And that's it, the piston ring's in. I'll just do again for another one for you. Drop the piston ring into these are used rings, by the way, these are not the new rings. I wanted to have a good practice with this tool before I actually get to work. Well, my new rings haven't arrived yet, so yeah, drop it into the ring holder, pull it over the piston. There's no catching at all. Get it onto the where your ring's going to locate. And again, that's your second ring on, like so. I'll give you one more go. The tool was only £7.50 off eBay, and I thought that was an absolute bargain. I think it was reduced from half price or something at the time when I bought it. I'm not quite sure, but I did put a link in for you guys on the forum. There's a part number for this thing. Now this is the 80 to 120 mil piston ring tool. So yeah, the piston ring goes in there, and you can do it either way. You can turn it upside down as long as you've got a grip on it. And it's surprising, look how far these cast iron rings, when they're in the holder, I mean, you can see the gap there. You can see the gap. It does open them quite a considerable amount. Now I don't want to open it as far as it'll go, because I'll crack the ring probably eventually. But it'll quite easily. And I'm doing, if you notice, I'm doing it over the other way this time. So yeah, it's into the slot, and that's it. Your piston ring's in. So that's 3 piston rings in the space. I could have put them on in probably 2 minutes. I don't know how you get them out, whether this tool will take them out. If it does, that'll be an even bigger bonus. I'll just try one for you now on the video, but this is just a first attempt, guys, so please don't criticise if it doesn't work. It may very well remove the rings as well. I didn't know that this would do that, but there you go. It actually removes the rings as well, so that's a bonus. But obviously that's only useful for you if when you're taking your old piston rings off, if they're not frozen to the pistons. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. That's the first attempt with it, and thanks again to the new people who've subscribed to my channel. I will answer your comments that you make, so if you've got any comments and you think I'm doing something wrong, don't hesitate to put it in the comments. I'll check it out for you, and I've got some good lads on the forum who help me out if I'm making mistakes. So yeah, subscribe if you like to keep up to date with all the videos that I'm posting on this rebuild, and just give us a thumbs up if you actually like the video. It's nice to know that people are interested in what you're doing, and it does encourage you to make a more detailed video. What I also did this morning, for those of you that are interested in the strip down, I did actually split the clutch thrust bearing, release bearing. This one's I think it's just made out like of a carbon composite, but if you remember on the build, there was a nut or something that had escaped from somewhere and it was rattling around. I can see it's actually damaged the edge of this as well. And there is a part number on this, guys, for all you guys that are interested in this, if you want to know. It's the Borg & Beck first release bearing, and the part number is 0121 41224. So if you're looking for a part and you're not sure what's on your vehicle, that is the part number if you want to order one before you actually strip it down. So there you go. There is some with a roller bearings in them, I believe. You know, bearing race. This one is the solid bearing. Now I'll measure that. I will measure that clearance against the new one that I've already got. I will measure that and I'll give you an update on what sort of thickness the new ones are in comparison to this one, which I'm presuming is probably 55 years old for all I know. So right, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you're finding them interesting. Thank you.